Hey everyone! Yes, I always say, hey everyone. I was thinking, look at this black paint I just got all over me. Okay, so I'm going to do a dragonfly today. And the reason I was late, oh, yeah, that's okay. I'm making sure this is stuck because I just lifted it up because I forgot this piece over here. Didn't have anything. So, oh, I put it on the wrong side. Oh, I threw the piece of paper away, Tammy. That was stupid. I threw the sticky part away. No wonder it wasn't sticking. Okay, here's the sticky part. That was silly. So I'm going to have to lift this up just a minute. Come on. Lift up just a little. There you go. Sorry. I thought I thought it was all set. Anyway. There we go. I'm going to just hit it again. It's going to turn my fingers black again because I just painted it black. So this is a wood frame. Okay, it's either this color or you can use this side. For the leaves, I would definitely leave it like this because it's really cool looking. But for like doing things like this, I like to paint either black or, you know, a certain color. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that was on there because I don't want any leaking. That was really silly of me to do that. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Anyway, the reason I was late was I had my koi fish pond got, hold on a second. I'm seeing if I can, I'm going to comment to you guys and see if I can see the comments. Well, I think I'm good. Anyway, I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to kind of do it backwards. When I did the, put the flowers and stuff in yesterday, they just kept raising and I didn't like them raising. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do it the correct way. I was trying to do it all in one session and it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up blue. Let me stretch this just a little bit. If not, I'll have a little wrinkle or a little thing in here. And I will be showing you how to fix that too. If you have like a wrinkle underneath. Well, you're just going to be like that, aren't you? Let me get this straight again. My koi pond was getting cleaned out today. And I had 10 fish die one time. And I was really upset about it because these are like my babies. I mean, they really are like my babies. I'm taking, these are 2-ounce souffle cups. And I'm going to fill them up. And I'm going to mix up some of this blue. It's alcohol ink. Anyway, so after they got done putting the fish back in, I had 27 fish. And once they put them back in, 3 of them were floating. So I was out there giving them resuscitation. I think I got 2 of them back. If you make their front fins go like this, their gills open. And they just got shocked. And I'll either go out tomorrow and see 3 dead. Or I'll go out and see, I'm pretty sure 1's going to die. But that's the way it goes. Let me grab some gloves. Because I was doing this backwards, I wasn't ready to do that. Okay, so you can buy these. They're silicone, and you can reuse this. So I'm going to go ahead and dump my colors into that just because I am going to do it backwards. I know that sounds really weird, but if you watched yesterday's live, you'll see how everything kept floating and floating and floating and floating. I kept on pushing it down, pushing it down. So I am mixing A and B. Oh, I forgot to turn that again. A and B. Epoxy hardener. Epoxy resin. It's imperative that you make the same amount. So, since I'm only doing this blue and this blue, I'm not going to, I just about poured that right into that. I'm only going to do, oh gosh, it's sticking to it. This is contact paper and it is so sticky. So I'm going to put in like 1 ounce of each. I think that probably, well, Yeah, because I want a thin layer. So I'm just going to do 1 ounce of each. I don't need this cup. I'm going to put this A back on top of A because if you mix them, you are going to have your lid stick to it. And you will not get into it very well unless you cut it off. Now, I've mixed it. It's really important to get it even, but I've mixed it so much that I know where I need to go. I might pour it in there just to mix it because that's pretty full. Let go. Stop. Stupid. Anyway, I think I'm going to lose 3 of my koi. I'm kind of sad. But, I mean, that's how it goes. It's a shock to their system for sure. Let me see if I can mix this. Okay, I'm going to mix it, but I'm going to mix it over this. So, regardless of what amount you're making of this resin, it's imperative that you mix it for at least 4 minutes. Some say 3 to 5. I would not push the 3 at all. Like I showed you yesterday, there is definitely droopage that can happen because the resin did not get mixed correctly. So I'm not sure whether I'll get the alcohol ink into this. I should be able to. It is right on the edge. Now, tomorrow night, what's tomorrow night? What is today? Sunday? Today's Monday. Oh, jeez. Yeah, today's Monday. Today's my granddaughter's 13th birthday. She is officially a teenager, even though she thinks she's about 20. So tomorrow night, Tuesday night, yeah, I'm going to go live again at 8. Hopefully I won't be late because of fish problems. I was sitting in ice cold water. The water is still really cold. So I had my feet in the water and my hands in the water, holding on to 3 tails, making them go back and forth to get their gills to work. So I don't know whether I did that for like half an hour, 40 minutes. So by the time I came in, I was pretty cold. But maybe they will, maybe they won't. I mean, I have raised them since they were babies. I hope they make it. But anyway, I'm going to mix this with the blue. And the reason I didn't mix a whole lot, and even if I mix too much, I'm only going to pour just a very thin amount. Just a thin amount. And then I'm going to place the flowers where I want them. And then I'm going to pour another really thin coat. Place some more flowers. And then a thin coat. And in between, I'm going to work on the dragonfly. So we aren't just sitting here watching me watch this stuff dry. It starts to tack up in about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And remember, I told you about the bubbles. You'll see bubbles. I have that 91% alcohol in a little spray bottle. And it takes care of all the bubbles. And when you pour it over the rocks, that takes care of a lot of the bubbles. But this brand, which is Jan Chun, I got it from Temu. I've gotten so much resin from Temu. And this is the only brand I will not rebuy. I like their resin, but this particular 2 jugs or this brand holds the bubbles like big time. It's just so many bubbles. So I use it for myself. I don't use it in the classes because I don't want them to have to mess with everybody having. I have 60 spray bottles, but I don't want them to have to worry about overspraying it because you can overspray it. Okay. So far, so good. I haven't spilt any. I shouldn't have said that. I also did find out tonight that I have a hot water spigot and a cold water spigot. in my garage, and that's what I was using because our the other faucet outside isn't turned on yet. And so I put it on the hot water spigot, which I didn't know. So I had to unscrew it, and I was burning my hands because it was one of those hoses that shrink up, and it kept on pushing hot water all over myself. So frostbitten feet and hands and burnt hands. What a way. What a way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish mixing this with the color in. I always say color. With the color in it. So let me see if I can sit this down without this guy falling over. No, probably not. Come here. Okay, so this is alcohol ink. Backwards. Sorry. You want to make sure that you really, really shake it up. Since I'm doing the background and sky, I don't really care that it's going to have like little things in it. But when I did the peacock, no, not the peacock, the Luna moth last night, I saw little pieces of yellow, like specks of yellow everywhere. So it probably was because I did not mix it up enough or shake it up enough. I'm shaking it pretty good. Okay, so I'm only going to put a couple drops in it just to see. I know this one is not open. Just to see the color, because when I did the Luna moth, it was pretty green. Isn't that cool what it does? It also, since it's alcohol, it pops bubbles too. So I'm going to carefully see what color of blue this is going to be. I could have used a bigger cup, Tammy. I don't want it super, super blue, but I want it blue because it's like the sky. And I'm making a pretty bold coloration tonight. It's not very blue. Oh. That was dangerous. Dangerous, Tammy, dangerous. Oops. I'm just going to put a couple more drops. Because if I make it too blue, then... Oh, please don't spill. Please don't spill. Please don't spill. Good deal. So you can tint your, if you've not watched any of my lives yet, you can tint your resin all different shades. They have every single color that you can think of. You can mix colors also. If you wanted it swirly, you can leave that in there. See the swirl? If you wanted it swirly, you could leave it in there. I'm going to try something for the first time tonight, though. I have not tried white, nor have I tried the ocean waves, which are super, super cool to me. I'm going to get this pretty evenly mixed up. And I was thinking maybe I would add that as clouds. What do you guys think? I think that's kind of pushing it for me because I have not looked to see how to do it. But it possibly could look like a cloud. If not, I could just mix it in. Okay, so this is mixed enough. Okay. I tell all my students, do not pour, do not pour, do not pour. I'm just going to push this down one more time just to say I did. But since it's this, and there's nothing in there except for a hair. I see a blonde hair. I wonder where that came from. I can go ahead and pour it in here. So I'm going to pour some here. I just want a thin layer because I'm going to try to do like a 3D look, I guess it would be called. The dimensional look. Now I'm going to save this blue. I like this color. I'm just going to spread it out very thin, very thin, very thin. And I'm going to put one layer of the flowers. Make sure I get the edges I'm not pushing. I am not at all pushing on the piece because I don't want it to leak. I don't want it to lift off of this contact paper. I'm just scooching it. Now, since this is just a practice one, I would not have crinkled up paper under here, contact paper, nor would I have this line. So it can be fixed, and I'm going to show after I have a big line in my Luna Moth that I want to show you how to fix. So I'll be able to do that tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So I didn't take any classes on this. I never read anything. I'm awful. I just say, I can do it, and I do it. So last night what did I find out yesterday? I learned more by making mistakes and then correcting them. I did, however, read how to, I assumed you sanded down the epoxy a little bit. Remember, this is going to be a 3-dimensional look of plants. What was I saying? No, I wasn't saying that. Oh, yeah. So I did read how to, I assumed you I almost said soot it down. Sand it down. You sand it down. Holy cow, Tammy, get it out. And then after you sand it down, you clean it off with alcohol. So I'm going to try this tomorrow night. I'm going to show you how to fix something. I have one big, huge line like this right here. Huge line. So I would sand that down and fill it back in with resin after I clean the dust off with alcohol. So I am going to see if I can get a complete finished look, even though this and the other one is they're going to have a little bit of a mistake on them. And I like making mistakes because then I learn more. Okay, so I have this everywhere. Okay, so now this has a little bit of black in it from my paint. That's okay. I'm going to put a little bit over here just to make it cohesive. Give it some shadow. My paint was still wet there, so come over here and give us some over here. See? Happy little trees. Happy little mistakes. That's just acrylic paint in there. I like the shadow anyway. Cool. Okay, that'll work. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to take my gloves off. Only wear your gloves when you're doing the resin, because if not, it's really hard to move things around. Okay, so what I was going to do is I'm doing really bold colors, and I'm going to use, hold on a second. These are dried flowers, okay? They're really, really pretty. Dried flowers, and I'm going to find ones that are pretty flat. If I can untangle them. That are pretty flat. I'm going to pull this one off. Just set it aside. I'm not going to not use it. I'm going to pull this guy off too. Oops. Okay, so this is going to stick up just a little bit. Let me snip this stem off. Get over there, flower. And you can get over there. And then I'm going to use the back. You can use a toothpick, or I'm going to use the back of, I'm going to snip one off. It's a little too thick. Come here, buddy. I thought I snipped it. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to push these down. So I don't care if they're flattened out. It's more for color and aesthetics. So what that's going to do is it's going to tack up, and when I pour the rest of the resin on it, it's going to stay. It will just stay. So the stem, I'm going to put something over the top of it. So I'm going to look at this a little bit more. Take another one off and see. It goes this way. So this is pretty high. So I'm going to pull a couple of these off. And you can, like I was telling you, like I've been telling you, you can put anything into resin. Anything. Oh, that works. It lets me flatten them down. Never tried that with these. That is very cool. And I'm trying to show you some different things than just the general resin stuff. I mean, just doing general stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. Let's stick you down here in the corner. Okay, this guy's coming off. He acts like he's going to be a party pooper. That guy might be too. Let's take you. I'm taking you too, bud. Well, actually, you can stay there. Now let's snip that. Here we go. Here we go. That laid you guys down. But you can put jewelry in here. You can put just anything. I mean, anything. And solidify it forever. Okay, I'm going to snip this off because he's sticking way up. Okay. I don't care where he went. Now I'm going to put some salmon color. Hold on a second. I have some of these others. So I thought the salmon color would be really pretty in here. And what I'm trying to show you to do is to make it look like this is the sky and something is behind the dragonfly. It's flying around flowers. So let me see if I can just flatten these guys. Okay, this guy right here is going to give me fits. So I'm going to stick them over there. I'm not going to not use those because I could totally use them in another one. I'm just, in this one, I'm not using it. Okay. So I'm going to stick this up here. Get down there, buddy. I think this is called layering. I don't know. Like I said, I don't read anything. I'm going to tuck this one under this. But the stems I cover with flowers, so it'll cover up. Okay, so let's see this one. And this is why last night's resin went a little long, because I was showing you how to do this kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to keep this one. It'll probably still be, I don't know. I'm going to try to be done by 9:30. So I'm going to try to do it in an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, that'll work. Yesterday's went 2 hours, but I'll tell you what, the Luna Moth is it was too tacky this afternoon for me to take it out. So I said, okay, I'm just going to wait until tomorrow because I don't want it to, I just didn't want to mess with it. So tomorrow I will show you how to fix that spot. Okay, dude, you're coming off. That's the easy way to do it. And I'll just leave that stem in there because it's a pretty color. Get you guys out of the way. This resin that's still sitting here, totally fine. And then I had yellows, which I thought would be a real pretty combination. Let's put this up here. I want some sky to show. So we're going to put this guy up here. I'm just trying to get most of it hit with the resin. I'm going to pour just a smidge over this one because it's a little high. And over this guy. Make him stick down a little bit for me. Resin is super, super sticky. So if you don't want to get sticky fingers, it comes off with alcohol. But if you don't want to get sticky fingers, I would definitely wear gloves. It's hard to decorate with gloves though. Okay, so see, now I'm going to take a flower, a flat flower, no stem. I'm going to put that right over the top of where those stems meet. And it's sticking up quite a bit. So I'm going to put just a tad, just a tad. I hope my 3 little koi fish make it. They're not little, they're really big. I just hope they make it. I'm going to put a little rock here too, so. Okay. I don't need to make sure all of them are down. I just want to make sure most of them are down. So when I go to, if I put anything on top of it, which I'm going to, it will, I'm going to slide this guy in the corner. Sorry. When I start thinking out loud, that's when I stop talking. Isn't that, oh, that doesn't even make sense. When you think out loud, people hear you. Okay, Tammy. That made no sense at all. Okay, so let me get this yellow one. Okay. It might be a good idea. Like, these are really fluffy. See how fluffy they are? It might be a good idea to maybe put them in a book for, you know, a few days. They're like, they have something on them. They are, over here. I feel it. I can feel it. I'm not sure what it is. It's like a coat, a powder, maybe? A coating? It's not silica, because silica wouldn't stick to it like that. But it might be silica powder. If that's the case, that's not very safe. I doubt very much it's coated with silica powder. But silica is how you dry the flowers out. But it has a, they almost feel fake, but they're real. Because I can tell they're real. Okay. So let's let them set for a little bit. I was going to add some of this, and I think it might be too out there. I mean, it's very bold. Well, I guess it isn't. I might add that to the second part. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill in my dragonfly. Let that set. Oh, sorry. Alcohol spray. Just to get the bubbles out before it sets up. Little bits. Just a little. That's it. Okay. Oh, that looks pretty. I have you guys pulled up. Oh, that's just a stem. I have you guys pulled up on my iPad so I can see if everything is still in. You can see my craft table. Look over. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, it's delayed. But you can see where all my paint is. I have my whole craft table is painted. Okay, so the colors that I am going to use is this green. It's an orange red, but mostly orange. There's that other color. Oh, yellow and blue. So it's going to be a very bold color. I haven't decided where I want to go with it, so I'm just going with it. And I think I'm going to put, I might put this color in there. That kind of clashes. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that. So I have yellow. I want it to stand out, so I want to do some big pieces with it. This dragonfly does not exist. So I think I'm going to go here, 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 and here. So you're just going to sprinkle it in. This is crushed glass with a piece of orange in it. Kind of get it to lay down. It'll stick to that paper because the contact paper is really sticky. Just trying to get the bottom layer to show a lot of yellow. Now, I'm just going to talk to you guys like you've never watched me before. I use the more reasonable glass on the bottom, and then I accent with the more expensive stuff. And that way you don't use so much of it, but it gives you the pop of everything. So I will use glass that I get in bulk for the main. I was breaking that up. It was too big. Tweezers, handy for the underneath of everything. Come here, dude. Don't get stuck in there. Oh, when I say dude a lot, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I don't know why I'm apologizing for saying dude. I call even my women students dudes. So look here, dude. Okay, I'm going to fill it pretty much all the way up. I don't want it to stick way up. See, like this one, it's like hanging over halfway. So I just want to kind of wiggle it down in there. If you kind of do this, don't wiggle this and your tape, though. Or not your tape, your contact paper. Get that pretty full. Let's see if I can find just a little guy to go down in there. Perfect. And then I'm going to do up here. I had this piece of scrap paper, contact paper, and I said, oh, it'll fit. And it was short, just a smidge. Oh, that was a good piece. Some of them, they're like long. They obviously crack it however it cracks. But some pieces, it's just like, wow, that was meant to go there. If you want to place every single piece with your tweezers, totally up to you. It will take you a long time. But it's also very relaxing and very enjoyable to see something that you make come to life. Okay, this guy's not going to go in here, so I'm putting him over there. Yesterday, I dumped a whole section with the wrong colors. I couldn't believe it. Okay, pretty much full. No wasted glass here. I use it all. Littles right there. Takes me about 3.5 hours to fill up my pond. So it's dark out now, so I won't know if those 3 made it until tomorrow. So that's all. Wish happy thoughts for my fish. Okay. Need one little guy. Yeah, too big. I said little. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to put the yellow down. Now I'm going to go with this orange. Oh, there isn't enough yellow in there. Hold on a second. This one looks a little low. So does that one. So when I start adding the embellishments, like the foils and the shimmery glasses, shimmery glass, like stuff like this. Oh my God, it turns crazy, wicked pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to do the blue. No, let's do the orange. That's it, I'm doing the orange. Let's do orange here and here. I'm going to mark them because if I don't, that's what happened yesterday. And I'll put something else in there. Come here, guys. If you have any questions, definitely just throw some questions in there. I am selling kits. I'm going to have a catalog of, I think there's, I don't know, I'm on page 69 right now. It's like a flip through catalog, an e-catalog or an e-book or something like that. And I'm up to 69 different images. Now, there's like maybe 18 different sunflowers, but they were like sunflowers that I just wanted to show you what you could do with it. And you can order those kits. And you can order them as a subscription box, which means you can get them every month, you can get them every quarter. So I'm real excited about that. So that's Sunbeam Resin Studio. Super excited about that. Because I am so hooked. I could do this constantly. Constantly. Okay, I've got to find some little guys in here. Little guys or skinny guys? One or the other. Oh, that worked. Sometimes if you just kind of bounce them around, they'll fill in for you. Okay, I'm not liking the salmon with this yet. I'm hoping that when I do the other color, the blue, it pulls that blue and salmon. The blue and yellow I'm okay with. I don't know if I like that salmon. Not quite the right color combination. So that's what happens too. You'll go and say, okay, we're gonna put these here and here and here, and then you decide, no. Almost positive that salmon is coming out of there. Now, if I had some salmon colored glass, that would be awesome. I don't have any of that yet. Okay, so I'm gonna go there, and let's go out here. Oops. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just flip it right out of my piece here. All the kits also are 12 inches, so if they're round like this, they're 12 by 12. The longest part's 12, like the seahorse. The seahorse is 12. This is 12 this way, but this is the seahorse, and he is probably 6 inches wide, but 12 inches tall. So this is the seahorse. Isn't he cool? So excited. Here again with the butterfly. It's 12 inches across, but it's about 6 inches this way. So I'll put all the dimensions in. But something is 12 inches, because that's the way they sell them to me. Okay, so I'm going to hold off on that color. Now I'm going to go with the green. Let's do green here and here. And I do blue. Oh, I got to do... See, I missed this whole section over here. I'm like, what am I doing? Not blue? No, I'm not doing that blue. See, this guy does not exist in the real world. He might somewhere else, but not in this world. But that's what art is. Where are my tweezers? Tweezers. Oh, right in front of me. In the art world, everything exists. You can also order color combinations. Like if you wanted this and you wanted red, white, and blue, I'm just throwing out colors. Or hot pink and green, I can make it for you. Now remember that I'm going to be having shoulder surgery. Let me see which blue I like. Hold on. Okay, that might make the salmon work. Shoulder surgery May 1st. So I will strictly be doing online stuff. Hopefully I'll be back to my in-person, I'm guessing late October, maybe. Hoping. It all depends how this one goes, because they're correcting a correction. Kind of. Correcting a correction. No, you don't fit there, so let me have you. Let me put you over here. You can always get them to fit, but sometimes it takes you a minute to find the fit, kind of like the puzzle. Now tomorrow's live, I'm going to show you how to correct those mistakes. And if I don't get my shipment in of my new ones, like there's some flowers coming and stuff like that, if I don't get those, I'll probably do that maple leaf. I know it's a little before season, but it still makes an awesome resin. What do you think about these salmon flowers? I need some help. I'm about ready to pull them off because it's not pulling in like I thought it would. And that's not to say I can't have a bold guy over the top of these beautiful flowers. Okay, so let me grab this blue. Which blue am I doing? Oh, this one. I'm going to grab this blue. I'm going to do blue up here and blue here. I'm going to put quite a bit of blue in just to see if I can get that to pull that salmon out of there. Or pull the salmon into the picture out of my brain saying that it clashes, which it does. And I think it's coming out. It's just too soft. And here I am doing this bold stuff, and it's just too soft of a color. I love salmon. Too soft of a color, though. I have some really cool little things for his eyes. Okay, so I can't handle it. Sorry, salmon. You guys are going to come out. And even though they're resined, yeah, no, they're going to be trash. I was thinking, well, if I set them on something, they might dry for me. but I don't think it's going to. Get off of my Q-tip, or my thing here. Okay. Sorry, I just don't like it in there. Just can't do it. Sorry, guys. I need to throw something bold in there. This is going to stick to my table. Okay, let me get this yellow back. I don't like using my Q-tips. I keep calling these Q-tips. I don't like using my tweezers to get them all resiny. That's why I use the back of brushes. My crap brushes. Okay, I'm going to look at my flowers real quick because I'm going to get some of those down if I can. Boy, that stem is being wicked. If you don't want to play, you're getting cut. Look, that worked. Okay. Let me look at my flowers real quick. So something bold, something bold. I could pull in. Nope, wrong color. These bold yellows. See, that'll pull that, and it makes it a little more bold. So you can buy these flowers. And another thing, it took me a little bit because I was showing you like different things that you can buy. You can buy these really cool sets. And see, this would look pretty. I might do those yellow flowers. That's just greenery, flowers. Here's some purple, but I'm not using purple. And hot pink, I don't think so. There's orangey red. Let's see, this might work. Orangey red. The yellow. And this burst of orange might look pretty. Oh, here's some orange. I think that might work too. Greenery. These are upside down. All upside down. You can get big, bold flowers. What about this green? I don't like it with the orange. These are just different colors. Too soft. Too pastel-y. Okay, so it's between these two. So I think I'm going to go with this that has the orange in it. Yes, I think I'm going to. Now these come in a pack, and these are from Temu too. I buy a lot of my decorative stuff from Temu. Okay, they're not coming out as a pack, but okay, I'm going to set those aside. Now, these are real flowers, so you want to be really careful. There's a sleeve in there that lets you pull them out. There it is. Lets you pull them out. So, I'm going to dump these back on. Let's see, can I put you here? Yes. Well, I'm just going to dump them so it was easier, but they're not dumping very well. Very fragile. Very fragile, and they are also electrified to the pack. But you get quite a few flowers in there. Okay, let me get rid of that. Get rid of this. Okay, let me get a couple of these orange ones in. I will use my tweezers to put these in because they are paper. Yeah, now I'm going to leave that up. It's just sitting. It's just sitting on top. So it'll be a 3D, kind of a 3D thing, because it's going to float right on top. Let me put, I don't want to put pink. I'll put some of these orange guys right here. Don't have a place over there, so we'll put it right there. Let me see what this hot pink looks like. Well, it's baby pink. That's not going to look right. So let me get some of this yellow out of here. Come here. You just have to be really careful. Okay, so I can do the yellow. I'm not going to do the whole thing yellow. Come here, guys. You're too pretty to mess you up. Sit right there. Okay, so I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to snip these bunches off. Just like right where the stem is. And kind of tuck it in there a little bit. Yeah, see now it matches because it's bold there and bold down here and bold hummingbird. I did a hummingbird the other day. Oh, it turned out so cool. Okay, I'll put that there. I'm gonna drop that guy. This is pretty full over here, so maybe I'll just give that a little. And it doesn't have to be cohesive. I mean, it doesn't have to be the exact same. So let's put, let's go right here. It doesn't have to be the same. It's just the same type of flowers. And I did drop, I dropped this guy. So we're just going to put that right there. Okay, I'm going to pour a little bit of that resin in here. You can go back there. I'm going to put my gloves back on. Oh, I was like, where's my other glove? Can't find my other glove. Yeah, that looks better in the picture. Because this is orange, really. It doesn't look quite as orange in the video, but it's definitely orange. Now, since I'm going to layer this again, this still has bubbles in it. So, oh, that's right. I was going to put some white up here. Let me put some blue up there first. I didn't really shake that up very well. It might look like clouds. It might not. We will have to see. So I'm going to go with another layer. Oops, did that backwards. Oh, come here, flower. Didn't know there was a flower in there. You can just go right there. Okay, so I'm going to pour this. Yes, it's blue, but it's still going to be right. So this is where you're going to get the 3D. I'm going to mix this up just a little because it looks like that I didn't get it all. And once I get the color in there, I can finish filling it with clear. So I'm not, yeah, see how it's 3D now? So you have layers now of flowers. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more in this one. I've never worked with the white, so all I'm doing is solidifying these here. I'm getting them to set down because this is a little more tacky. So it's brand new to me and brand new to you. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this in here. Right on top of that orange flower. right on top. Good deal. No sense not using it all. When you have resin in a cup, there's a lot more in there than you think. But you don't want to use this cup again to mix up resin again, just to save a cup. Because if you do that, you're going to have, you're mixing two, this has been 45 minutes drying. So it's going to react differently. And it might flash cure your stuff. It might make it just go boom. And then it's going to be messed up. Okay. So I'm going to throw that in the trash. And I'm going to let this set up for a little bit. I'm going to go back to decorating. So fun. Okay, so I got the blue in. I got that color in. The green I got in. Okay, so now which color am I using? I'm going to use... Yeah, there's a flower in there. I think that's a flower. What about this color? That's pretty. This is like a, these are like stones. Like little tiny stones. See them? So I'm going to put those, let me put those right here. That's going to give it a little different texture. There's 4 different colors, it looks like, in here. So I'll pick those up, put it in there. Since it's a small spot, I'm not too worried about using them in to fill the whole thing. Okay, let me get these pieces up over here. Kind of looks, I don't know, like it has some iridescent colors in it. Oh, I really dumped them over here, didn't I? I did. I have some real tiny color that I'm going to put in here on top of this. It's, it looks like diamonds. Some of these are just really hard to pick up with these tweezers. But I don't want to waste them. Because I am scrappy. I am a scrappy. Turn over, buddy. Okay, so I've got that. I need to put more in this one. I think I'm going to get these little tiny, something to pour to help with doing these little tiny areas. Okay, so I need some more in there. Where are they? Oh, I set them down. Oh, there they are. I was going to say, I just had you. Try to get them in there. And that's full enough to let me put the diamonds on top. The diamonds. Let me get a little bit more in there. The smaller spots you have to just, it takes just a little bit to get them to work. I'm going to scoot this flower down. Sorry. So this is good. When I pour my clear over, I'm going to pour the rest of it in there. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Okay, so this here and this here, I'm going to make the same color. I might even make it clear. Let me see what it looks like with the clear. Well, it's not really clear. Well, it's kind of clear. Looks like salt. Kind of looks like salt. And then I'll put some, yeah, that'll work. I'll put some embellished color in it. Or some foil. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm not going to fill the eyes because I have two little circles for the eyes. So I'm not really concerned about filling the eyes. You can if you want, but they're going to get covered. You can even put black in there if you want. I don't know what color a dragonfly's eyes are, but I would say black. Should I do its body that color too? This needs a little more. Yeah, I'm going to do its body that color too, because I can change the color with foil. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm going to put that in there. See, your mind changes as you're doing it. Oh, I was going to do that white up there. Let me get this body filled. See if we can make a cloud. This will be a good cloud if I can make one. I don't think it'd be that hard. I wonder what colors I should do these here. What do you guys think? It has so many different colors. Let me see if the light green will work now that I took that salmon out. No. I'll put the light green up there. That'll work. Okay, so this is light green. I'm going to put that up here because we have a unique girl here, or boy. Now these colors are going to change because I'm going to put these tiny stones over stuff. Okay, so I did this. I couldn't believe it yesterday. I filled up a huge section with the wrong color. Oh, look at that. That just fell right in there. Good deal. Get in there. There you go. Oh, I'm sitting here thinking of this and thinking of... Oh, did I do that wrong? No, I did it right. Thinking of my fish, too. It's like, oh, please, fish, be okay. I don't think they're going to. I think all the fish I have out there are probably, I don't know, 10 years old at least. At least 10. At least 10. Where's my color? Okay. Okay, one more color. And then I'm going to embellish. Let's go with... Could do purple. I don't know if that would work. I have a different color of glue. Does it look okay? Eh. And I don't want to do red. I could do this. Nope, I don't want to do green. Hold on, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. That's my light. I could do it dark green. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know if the turquoise will work in there now or not. Well. Yep. There we go. Turquoise it is. Okay, so these are tight little fits. So I'm trying to find the right puzzle piece. And then I'm going to use littles to go in between. Scary. Sorry. That was scary, and I said scary sorry at the same time. So that's what scary is. So when you hear me digging, it's I'm trying to dig for pieces that I think that will fit in there the right way. Ah, that was a huge piece. Felt like a tiny one. I like this turquoise color because it has a lot of flat pieces. So it works either standing up or going down. Yeah. I might put one little purple guy in those little sections. Would that fit? Where am I going here? Right here. That's a big one. Oh, seat yourself down. I don't want to go in that spot. Where are you going, dude? Alright, that one will fit in there. Okay, so I'm going to mix up some resin. And I'm going to do 4 ounces on this one. Let me get this alcohol out of here. Where's my towel? There it is. Okay, so in there, I'm going to do 2 and 2 without the flower petal. 2 and 2. So that'll give me 4 ounces to fill this in and finish filling that. And I think that will be perfectly fine. But I'm still going to add the other embellishments on. I'm just going to go ahead and mix this. And I'm going to pick... Oh, I was going to do my cloud. I'm going to do my cloud. Sorry. I'm doing new things tonight. I'm just going to just see what this does. I don't know. It's open because it splashed on me. Okay, so I'm going to twirl it a little bit so it looks like clouds. Or a design. One or the other. I think it just looks like a design, which is totally fine with me because I like it. Now, don't mix it all the way up, because if you mix it all the way up, then you're going to lose your design. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see if you guys can see that. And you probably won't be able to see that. It's very, very fine. I can see it barely in the picture, but it looks really cool. And then I'm going to pour resin on top of it. Okay, let me get my resin mixed up. And then I will finish putting the embellishments on, and we'll pour, and we'll be done. Okay, let's add the glove. If I don't get my resin in, or my other pieces in, I have some frames. I can show you how to make an ocean scene on the frame. That would be cool. Okay, let me shut this alcohol up. Okay. So I'm going to go probably 3/4 of the way full. That's going to be plenty. More than enough. I usually mix way too much. I can't believe I called it on that blue. I guess it's because I've been doing quite a few of them. Oops. Make sure it's even. I could cut the hole in this top a little bit more, Tammy. Make it a little easier for you. Now this one I will use my resin cup. Then after it dries, it just comes out. Okay, so I've used this for resin. So pour the 1 and the 2 together. Make sure I'm in your sights here. Oh, this is really thick. Doesn't want to come out. Okay. Then this. So much nicer. I like the hardener because it's not as thick. Okay, so now that I have, I'm stuck on my glove. So I'm going to mix this up in this container. I'm going to mix it for 4 minutes. And then while I'm mixing, I'm going to talk to you. Okay, so we did the 3D, which was very cool. So that happened if you weren't watching or you just jumped on. I did a thin layer of blue. And then I put some flowers down. I let them set up probably for 40 minutes. Made sure that they were pushed down. Then I put another layer of flowers. And then put more of the blue on top. So I'm going to put clear on everything here. I'm just mixing this resin. I'm going to put all the little embellishments on it. And then that way this will be ready to go and I can just put it on. And then tomorrow night, I will be showing you how to fix a piece of resin that has a wrinkle in it. I'll be doing that on my Luna moth that I did last night. I have 2 significant ones. So I'm going to try it on the first one so I know what I'm doing before I actually get on here with you and say, oh, well, that didn't work. Which I usually do. But I like teaching. I like learning something and teaching you at the same time, because I'm teaching you how to do it and I'm also teaching you, oh, that didn't go so well. So I like to teach you those things. I have a couple 3 pieces of green sitting out here. The embellishments I'm going to use is let's see if I can keep mixing, this on the green, which is very cool. It's hard to think about what you're doing. I'm going to use this down the center on the crystals, and I'll probably throw a little in maybe to the sky. I'm going to use this, which is like a red iridescent, which I'm going to throw into the oranges. I'm going to use this gold. I only have a little bit of it left, but I'm going to put that in as an additive to the yellow. And for the blue, I have, well, I had it sitting here. I had some blue littles. I might do the shale. I've been using the shale a lot. So I like the shale. It really shimmers, especially when it gets the epoxy on top of it. So I'll probably use the shale, and then I'm going to use some foils, which gives everything a glow. Everything. It's so cool. I have so much stuff sitting here. It's like it's all falling on top of each other. But the foil is a definite. You do it at the end, unless you can. I teach you to drizzle it. I don't teach you to pour this on. Sometimes you can go ahead and drizzle it, put the foil on, and then drizzle it. So we'll see how that goes. And then there was one more color. The green, I got the green, I got the blue with the foil. Oh, in here, I might add, I just might hit it with that rose gold, those little tinies. So I think that's might be what I'm doing. And then these are the eyeballs. Look at that, isn't that cool? Oops. That's cool. I like it. It's just a little bead with paper on it. I can't believe it's really funny how delayed the thing is. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. Put my little embellishments in. Okay, so resin's ready. My gloves back off. Still have sticky on my hands. Don't even know how that even happens. Okay, so I'm going to do the green first. This stuff is so cool. Look at this. I love it. It's like little green golds. Like nuggets. Gold nuggets. Golden nuggets. I need to get some more of this too, because I am going crazy with this stuff. I put it on every piece. Scooch in there. Okay, you can go in that one. The only thing, it's kind of hard with the gold ones, or the little gold ones, with the little nuggets. They kind of are electrified. I don't even know how that is, but they tend to just go wherever they want and bounce wherever they want. It's glass, but it just has a mind of its own. Get in there. You get in there. So see, if I used all this just to do this part without putting those big green chunks in, it would be a disaster. Okay, I'm going to take these and put them back over there. You guys can get back in your spot. I don't even know how those green ones got there. Must be too full. It's pretty full. Lay down, lay down. It's got a hold of my resin. Yeah, that's pretty full. That's probably why everything's popping everywhere. I'm going to grab these little green guys, move them back over. This dude is not cooperating. Don't not cooperate. Okay, I guess you're going to stay there. Man. It is definitely saying I'm staying there. I'm going to put it in this green. And it is bopping everywhere, which is okay. But the littles, they fill in the empty spots. And I like it to be full, so definitely helps it. You're not going in there. Okay. Plus it gets underneath my fingernails and then it goes, it's like shovels somewhere else. So did I get all the green? I think so. Okay. Now I'll show you this shale stuff. Now the shale goes wherever it wants. It does go wherever it wants. So it's it's shell. But it's extremely thin and it has a little weight to it. And sometimes I just bust them to get them in there. Sometimes that's what I do. But the things that you add to it, that gives it the extra touch. And that's what I'm teaching you. Extra touches. It also makes it, well, every single one of them is unique anyway. But it makes it so it adds differences. So your eyes go like all around it instead of just looking at one thing and say, oh, that's pretty. Your eyes kind of follow the different things that you've done. Okay, that's good for that. I'm going to put this in the gold. Now, I only have this much gold left. So, sparingly, Tammy. I filled it up pretty good with the yellows. I just love it because it fills in all the spaces. And I like all the spaces filled. And it adds all the shimmer. Sparingly, Tammy. You have one more thing. Sparingly. One more. You did it. I didn't have hardly any of this left. It's a pretty color. Might as well use the rest of it. Give this, the bigger areas, a little extra something, something. Okay, so in here, I'm going to use this color, which is it's a pinkish, orangish pearlescent. And it kind of goes with the flow of what color you're putting it with. So even though this is orange, it's not changing the color so much. And they're super small, so they will definitely go down into every little nook and cranny. I do like the teeny tinies. They're just a little more, they're a little more difficult to work with. I would use half of this doing these 4 sections if I filled it all the way up with this. Now, since I'm getting ready to pour, if this is the first resin live you watched with me, let me get that over there. You want to make sure that you mix it for 4 minutes. You can let it set. It's setting right here in this area right here. I already mixed it, so when I get done adding all these extra stuff, I can just pour it on and show you. It's important that you get the corners. Really important that you get the corners, like the corners. And this also allows you to get cohesive with stuff, making things match a little bit better by what colors you're putting of this in. Wish I knew where that blue is. Is that it? Nope. I had just a little bit of blue left. And it was super pretty. Purple. No, but I'm going to add these to this, to the blue, to this blue. These are like clear, but blue. So I'm just going to give this a little something. It gives it a little change of tone. And some texture, because these are round. Those other ones were round and flat. These are round, and they're gorgeous when they get resin on them. Well, it's all gorgeous when it gets resin on it. But gives you another thing to look at. Gives you another texture. Okay, I want to put these back. Come out of my hand. Come on. This is my favorite stuff. So see this? This is that, it looks like diamonds. Diamonds. Now if this goes in anywhere else, it doesn't matter. Because sometimes I sprinkle the whole thing with diamonds. And I'm not concerned about getting every single little piece off of the glass. I could be. If I were making this for someone, I would definitely do that. But for this class, I'm just doing it. I'm going to put some of those in here too. Oh, I had a snowflake in here. Oh, how cute. There's a snowflake. It looks like a flower, but it's really a snowflake. So I'm leaving it in there like I intended it to be there. Those are the happy little accidents, and I'm not digging that guy out because he matches just fine. Sprinkle some of that in here. Okay. I'm going to put some of that in the blue. So there's one color I didn't do. Which one was it? Oh, the turquoise or the teal. Well, I'll just give you this. Because this goes with everybody. It goes with everyone. Now I'm just a little over my time. Just a little. Okay, so I'm going to use my brush. Oh, let me give this guy. Okay, here I go. This is where I get a little decorator crazy. Forgot what I said I was going to put in there. I thought I said I was going to put purple in there, but I like this color way too much. Oh, I didn't even see that there was a little section there. That would have been clear without anything in it if I wouldn't have caught that. Which is okay. Some people like it clear. Okay. So I'm going to go through and dust all these into the crevices. And I didn't even stick any over there. Okay, let me make sure I hit everything. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a soft brush and just do it really quick. Push them off the black, just so it's a little cleaner. I don't care where it goes. Because I threw them all in everywhere. So they can just go wherever. Oh, I just put a piece of resin on there. Must have dripped it. Nope, stay right there. You guys can go right there. Do a little fill in. Oops. Pushing right into the turquoise. No, I'm not trying to get every single one. I'm just trying to make it look a little more clean. Okay, your too big? I'm going to put you right there. I don't think I'm going to foil this one because it's pretty dramaed already. Keep on thinking I've got it all, and then there's a little bit still hanging out. Okay, that looks much better. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put my gloves back on. I'm going to put the eyeballs on first with a little piece of resin. I like to resin over the black area. So you might have a little bit of drippage on the outside. And if you do, that pops right off. If you do it tomorrow, it'll pop right off. If not, you can use an X-Acto knife or pretty much anything will pop it off. So I already have my resin going. So it's already mixed. There's a piece of resin in there that will not let my fingers go up. I hope I am teaching you guys some stuff because resin is so fun to do, and you just need to learn basic stuff. That's it. Just basic stuff. That's why I have lids on everything. So I'm not going to pour this in. I'm going to drizzle it. And the reason I drizzle it is so I can make sure. Oh, I missed that whole area. Make sure that sorry, I was thinking here. I lost my train of thought. I was thinking, I lost my train of thought. How is that even possible? This is very full. I don't know why I filled that one up so much, but I'm going to set a couple of these aside. Much better. You just want to make sure that you get the corners, and this way, if you do it this way, you definitely get your corners. So I drizzle it. I really did forget what I was going to say. And then just make sure that you cover the whole section. And I have a couple pieces in the wrong spot, but that's okay. Keep this over your piece. Then that way you're, if it drips on the piece. So you can drizzle it pretty good. I mean, you just, this way you can control it a little bit. And if you want to keep this without resin on it, you can try. Man, it's really hard. But if you cover it, you'll really love it. It adds so much to the piece doing it that way. I need to tell my husband to turn that water off. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. I have water filling the pond and I didn't want it to overflow. And he said he already took care of it. I'm like, okay, good deal. when you start doing resin too, you'll go through all the, oh, I need to put his eyeballs on. All the little trinket aisles, and you'll say, oh, that'd be cool in resin. Oh, that'd be cool in resin. Okay, I'm gonna put his eyeballs on so I can resin over them. So they're just little circles. I think that's straight. Looks pretty straight. Oh, look at those eyeballs glowing. And I just wanted to put resin on top and underneath of it, so. Very cool. It looks like he's like blowing up at night or something. Yeah, I like this color, that color. Kind of looks like he's kind of evil. Maybe I should put a different color on it. What do you guys think? Think those eyes look evil? Oh, Becky, you could do it. I have, with the kits, I'm doing a YouTube tutorial and a written tutorial. So, totally okay. It is, I have kids do this, seriously. You could do it. The biggest thing is you get sticky hands. Oops. Now you have to double check the wood because sometimes the wood will soak it up and it'll kind of do like a little mist area. It looks like you missed it. So you would definitely want to do the wood. And then just kind of tap it. If it runs down the side, that is okay. If you don't like it, you can sand it off. You can actually take your finger and go all the way around if you want. I usually can stay pretty close on top. If you happen not to make enough resin, do not panic. You can make more, let this set up, make more, and pour it on top of this. It doesn't have to be the same kind or same company. Just let it set up for at least 24 hours. And then you can pour right on top of it. If you have a pour out, which is where you didn't get it stuck good enough and goes out, those eyeballs are scary. It's kind of like the salmon thing that I was going through. If you have a pour out, let it set up a little bit. So, because if you keep pouring, it will keep leaking. And you'll just have more resin going everywhere. This is on a silicone mat. On the contact paper and is on top of a silicone mat. And it just lets you peel it right off. I'm kind of moving these in. And that should not even be on top of there. What you doing, buddy? Now I'm kind of skipping around just so I can get a layer of resin. I'm getting low. I'm going to be okay. I am getting low, so I'm just going to go around and make sure that I have the resin hit. Or not the resin, sorry. Make sure I have all the areas hit, not the resin. watch for a live tomorrow. I'm going to do a live with the ones that I've gotten done. And that way you can see them, how they look in a window. Because, like, sitting on this silver paper, this guy, I've been doing them back to back. So it takes 24 hours to dry. And they haven't been sitting for 24 hours. So this guy will not be in a window tomorrow. But all the others that I've done will. It just shows you how shiny they are. And how pretty they look like. They just look like sun catchers. They're just gorgeous. Beautiful pieces of artwork. And you can do it. I wrote down instructions, and I had my husband. He has no comprehension whatsoever. And he actually thought he could do it by my directions. I made him so simple. So, you could definitely do it, Becky. I don't like those eyes. I thought they would be pretty with us. And then, now that I look at him, he looks like he's bug-eyed. Ha! Bug-eyed, get it? That was funny, not even intentional funny. I'm pulling his eyeballs off. After I get done putting this on and putting different eyes on him. Don't like it. They're crazy looking. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I've got all the pieces hit. And then I'm going to go over see there's spots that I can see that I missed by just going and looking at a different angle. And I'm going to put new eyeballs on him. Can't handle the eyeballs. So I have just a little left, so I'm going to keep that for the eyeballs. I'm going to leave it up on its edge here. Let me pull this glove off and let me get a different set of eyeballs for him. Let's see what we've got. I can do blue. Oh, the blue looks pretty. Let me find two of the blues. Watch me not. Oh, the red looks cool too. So what do you guys think? Red or blue, or one of each. I think anything light because it's so bold is... Oh, here's some black and white. That'd be cool too. Okay, so I did find two black and whites. So let me see if I can find... Oh, there's another blue. I think the blues are pretty with it. Maybe not. Let me check this one out. Oh, those are cool. Black is too dark. So I need to find another one of those red ones. And I did, yay! Okay, his eyeballs are coming off. Where are my tweezers? Sorry, dude. I'll put you right here and I can use you another day. I should have done that with those flowers. I'll do that with those flowers. So if I put them on the silicone mat, I can pick them up and they'll be solid. Come here. Jeez. Okay. I'm putting these eyeballs. Oh, so much better. So much better. Those other eyeballs were wicked looking. Yes, much better. Okay, glove. Oh, that makes that look pretty. So if I were to do anything different, I would have made this a different color of blue, which I still can, because I think it's really busy, but it's pretty. But it is busy. So I'm going to take this and drizzle it over the eyeballs so they are completely encased. There we go. And I was a little shy over here with the blue, so I'm just going to cover it up. See, you can change things. You just can't change them after the fact, unless you want to drill them off, which you could if you wanted. See, even with that black paint in the corner, you can't even tell that it's there. Can't believe that I made the exact amount that I should have. That is crazy. I've never done that before. I usually have at least a cup left over. Way too much. Now I'm just going to go over. All the black. If you get this, I had to drill mine this morning on my hummingbird. I got too much, and you just drill it through. That is it. And that was all. Took a little bzz, and that was it. So if you do fill it in, it's okay. I might make this darker blue tomorrow. I'm not going to hang you guys up again for 2 hours, which I'm pretty much there. Okay, so everything's covered. He's very cool looking. Make sure I have a couple more drops left. Just checking the wood. Oh, I missed this whole section of wood. Which again, totally fixed tomorrow. Which I am going to change this. This, Maybe it's the white that's in there. Let me see what that does. See if it'll hold the texture. Now it kind of looks like, oh, what is Van Gogh's clouds? Okay, I might leave it like that. That's cool. It held just a little bit of texture, and that looks much better. I think I put too much white in it is what happened. God, I can't believe I made the exact amount. That is so crazy. But so cool. Okay, so there is your... I got it. Good deal. Now I was just cleaning off some of the black. So tomorrow night I'm going to show you how to fix... Oops, I missed that. See, I still have a little bit in here. I can do it, fix it. It really does give you more when you think you're done. I'm going to show you how to fix a spot in the resin. And I'm going to show you, if my pieces don't come, I will be showing you a beach scene on, or a wave on a Sorry, I'm thinking. A beach wave in a picture frame. Or on a picture frame. Okay. I've got it all hit. It's all cleaned up. Hope you like it. And I will see you guys tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Now, tomorrow night's is not going to be long like these because I'm not doing all this, all that extra stuff. I'm just doing a regular resin. And Becky, maybe that's what's scaring you. This is advanced. And I've just shown you a couple advanced ones. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you so much. Bye.